Back with another PSA submission today. So you guys should have seen me acquire probably the vast majority of this now on the channel, but I am going to go hard, especially with how long PSA delays are. My previous submission has been there for over 2 weeks and still hasn't moved past the first stage, so I need to get these cards away to make sure that when they do come back, obviously the market's still booming. So I'm going to go through these quite quickly. I think there's 85 cards in this. So we've got a nice wee Oricorio from Crown Zenith. We've got the Magnezone from Crown Zenith. Both of these are interesting because if you get a 10, they're worth sort of in that 35 to 45 pound range. So bit of a no-brainer. I'll get my money back if they get a 9 as well, but hopefully both get a 10. This is a really cool one. This is the Zapdos promo from the Surging Spark 3-pack blisters. Again, it's worth a decent amount in the 10, but even if I get a 9, I'm pretty certain I'll get my money back, if not a bit more. This one is a Latias from the... Oh, what 3-pack blister is it? Is it Twilight Masquerade? No, it's not. I can't remember what the 3-pack blister is, but it's from another one of them. If this one gets a 10, I might be tempted to keep it because I actually do think it's pretty undervalued and a really sick art. It's probably only the sort of 40-ish pound range in a 10. But very excited about that one. Again, it's sort of pretty standard at this point. I've got some more of the Crown Zenith ETB promo Lucarios. Hoping for a couple of 10s and a 9. They're worth in the sort of 45, 50 pound region of 10. We have a couple more of the EVs, which are the Prismatic Evolutions promos. Unfortunately, not Pokemon Center stamped ones, but I still think they're really cool. And actually, the condition that these guys came in was really strong. The way that they came into packaging the ETB promos now, I think, is a lot better. Very exciting one, probably the most expensive cards in the whole submission. We've got another 2 pairs of Magneton promos. So these, I'm hoping to get them in sequential, but we've got Pokemon Center, non-Pokemon Center, Pokemon Center, non-Pokemon Center. These, again, all look really, really good. I have 3 pairs off in the previous submission, which you guys would have seen, but I'm sending off another couple. And I still have another couple to go for the next sub as well. But ideally, I would love to get back a sequential pair to keep myself, and then I'll sell the rest. I think these are sort of 200-ish in a PSA 10. I think these are maybe like 50 or 60 in a PSA 10. So it's a relatively good opportunity for some money there, especially when I did really well in the packs and the ETBs. So it's all kind of free at this point. Then we've got an interesting one here. Nothing super high valued, but we've got the 6 promo cards from Prismatic Evolutions. So these are in order of promo card number. I don't know if you're able to see that. I think this is 167, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. And I'm hoping, I've tried to pick the best of the bunch. I got 3 crap Vaporeons, which were, well, they're not crap, but they were all off center. So I can't be grading those. And this was like the only Vaporeon that was gradable. So I tried to pick the best of the bunch from the other guys so that I can get a sequential set, hopefully. Undecided if I'd sell or keep. I guess it would depend on what the price is when I get them back. But it would be a pretty cool. So I'm hoping for a sequential set on that. I would imagine each card individually is in that 30 to 40 pound range. Here's, I guess, a fun one, or maybe not, depending. But this is from the Paldean Fates collection box. Now, the reason I bought the Paldean Fates collection box was purely because I wanted an art set of the packs. Thought that if I could sell the spare packs, I could get back about half the money. And then if I managed to get the promos and grade them and make a bit of money, then it could pay for the packs themselves. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. I've been collecting the art sets. I'm hoping that these will all get a 10, and I reckon they're probably in the £30 range each in a 10, something about that. Then we've got one of the hits from, what's it called now? Prismatic gold card. It's not worth a ton. There is a slight nick off the top of my head. Yeah, there's one bottom left. If it gets a 10, it's probably worth in the £60 region, maybe £80. We've got the Flareon EX, just a regular EX, not the stamped one. The stamped version of these from the surprise boxes in America are going nuts, but even the regular EXs are worth sort of probably £6-7 maybe. I think hopefully £35 a 10. Got a couple of the Umbreons, pretty much same story, although I think it probably would be worth slightly more in a 10 given the fact it's Umbreon. Got another bloody Hoot Hoot Master Ball. Same one I submitted last time. Who knows, might as well. Like, I don't know if they'll do too well when they're graded, but no harm in trying. Again, Dreepy. It'll just be interesting to see whether people are preferring these as binder cards or are they seeing them as something that they would collect in a 10. Regular Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks in a 10, I think it's in the £40 to £50 region, so not bad there at all. Given how well the other celebrations cards sold, I've got a couple of the surfing and flyings. Not 100% sure if I'll get 10, tried to pick the best ones I had in the binder, but hopefully they do. If they do, they're sort of £45 now in a 10, which is a bit nuts. Got a Rocket Zapdos here. It is a little off-centre, but given the fact it's like a £2 card, I'm 99% sure I'll be able to at least make my money back if it gets a 9. If not, I think it's in the sort of £40 region. On to Japanese then. You guys would have obviously seen this in my most recent risking money on Japanese cards. I decided that I am going to sell the other one, so I'm only submitting one. But in the meantime, I have bought some more, so they're en route. But I think just to be safe, we're only submitting one. I think it's in the region of £50 to £60 raw now in the UK. And graded, I'm hoping it'll be at least double that. We're submitting all 3 of the Articunos. Again, these are probably in the £10 region in the UK raw, and I'm hoping that they'll be somewhere in the region of 50 to 60 graded. Again, Gen 1 can't really go wrong. We're submitting 3 of the Latios. I've got a few more waiting for the next sub. Sort of £6 raw, hoping for in that £35, £40 region in the 10. 3 of the Ceruledges. I've got a bunch more of these coming. These are sort of in that £5-ish region raw, £5-6. And they are selling for 40 in a 10, so could be a nice wee maker there. A couple more Ninetales. I've sold out of these in a 10 now, so quite happy to be sending a couple of these off. They're in that sort of £5-6 region again, raw, and in a 10 I think they're 40, 45. A couple more Tyrannitars. I submitted 3 in the last sub, so hopefully I'll get those back and sell those before this sub comes back, and then we can continue the cycle. But again, they're in that sort of £5-6 region per card, and I think they'll be in the £40 region in the 10. A couple of Scizors here, really sick artwork. These are actually quite cheap. I think these were in the sort of £2-3 region raw, but 35 in a 10. So again, if you factor in grading costs, etc., shipping, fairly decent wee maker there. This card, since I bought it raw, has skyrocketed in price. I think I bought them raw for about £3 each, maybe £4, and now I think they're about £10. But again, I'm hoping that these will get 10s, and I reckon they're probably in the £50-ish region, each in a 10. We've got a couple of sets of Sawsbuck and Deerlings. This guy's Deerling, this guy's Sawsbuck. So hoping for a couple of sequential pairs in a 10. I also did the same in the last sub as well, so fingers crossed, but they look to be kind of, they're probably in that £5 region each raw now, and they're in that sort of £40 region graded in a 10. Move that off to the side now. We've got a couple more Mesprits, same situ, probably about 5 raw, £40 in a 10. A couple of Japanese 151 Bulbasaurs, probably a bit more than a 5 now raw, maybe about that £7, and I think they're still roughly £40 in a 10. Couple more Japanese War Turtles from 151 as well. I just couldn't pass up on these 151 cards. Like the price increase at 151 has seen, it was just such a no-brainer. Like even if they come back a 9, I'm like, it's still a hit from 151. Somebody can pick up at a 9 for £25, let's say. Your odds of you getting the hit out of a Japanese 151 pack is slim to begin with, never mind having had it graded already. Got a couple of Poliwhirls here, same situ, probably about 5 raw now, 30, £35 graded, I'd imagine. Just submitting the one Dragonair, £7-ish raw, probably 35, £40 graded. A couple of Mewtwo's here. These are actually on the cheaper end. They're only probably about £5 raw, but about £40 in a 10. Couple of Charmeleons, maybe on the £7-ish range raw, probably in the 40 to 45 range in a 10. I think this is one of the more popular ones. I guess it's the Charmeleon Charizard line, isn't it? This is an interesting one. So I showed you guys when I picked these up that these were like, they were far too cheap. In reality, I should have bought a lot more. They were like £1.50 a card. Now they're probably worth about £3 a card, and in a 10 they're worth £35. So I'm like, it's absolute no-brainer. I really should have just bought a bunch more, but anyway, it is what it is. Got a couple of those going off. A couple more Veltols. Again, I just think the art here is far too sick. I submitted a couple of these in the last one as well. Probably in the similar region of being like £6-7 card now. Probably bordering that £40 in a 10. Here's another really cool one. Cleffa. which in English, sorry, is like I want to say like a £10 to £12 card raw. These were maybe in the £5 region, but I think that they'll probably be in that 40-ish region, in a 10, maybe a bit more. We've got the Lone Mantike, just a cool art, nothing too expensive, probably £2-3 raw, £30 in a 10, I'd imagine. A couple more Infernapes, we're about to sell out of these, so need to send these ones off. They were sort of circa £3-ish raw, maybe, I think I've got mine up right now for about £38 in a 10, maybe £40 in a 10. But I've bought a few more of these as well, which I'm waiting to arrive. And I've got a couple of random ones, which are probably all in the £3-ish region raw now. Probably in the £30 region in the 10. So we've got this, I can't remember his name, it's not Giraffe Rig, because that's the one before it. Is it Farragifer? Something like that. Anyway, it's an interesting art. We'll see how it does. I'm only submitting one. We've got the Japanese Braviary. We've then got the Heliolisk. We've got the Tropius as well. We've got the Sunflora. We'll see how they do. And to end it off, we've got 3 more chances. I bought a bunch of these. I think this is a really sick artwork. It's got 3 or 4 pretty cool Pokemon from the original. I don't think that was the original 151. It might have been, it might not have been. But anyway, it's like giving good OG vibes. So we've got Ditto there in the bottom as well. I can't see it not doing well. But thanks for watching, guys. Do subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying the daily openings of Crown Zenith as well. If you haven't, check out my shorts, TikTok, Instagram, eBay, all linked below. Drop any comments in the questions. Drop any questions in the comments and let me know what your favourite card that I am submitting is.